There was a story being shared before we started, and the word microcheating came up.
Yes, someone I know got micro-cheated on.
And she come in and she really is saying micro-cheated like that's a word we know.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard that word again.
Have you ever heard that
word?
Have you heard of microcheating? No. So I ended up looking up the definition, and we're going to get into the conversation around microcheating, especially with the holidays comes up, what we constitute as such, and let's see where this takes us.
Yes.
So microcheating is a term used to describe a series I think is important, of small actions that can indicate someone is either emotionally or physically involved with someone other than their partner. It can be difficult to define and identify, and is sometimes considered an ethical gray area. So here's some examples of microcheating, and then we'll get into our experiences with it, if we think we've done it, and what to look for during the holiday season. So examples of microcheating include flirting with someone other than your partner, even if it's just online, keeping interactions with someone a secret, such as deleting messages or using nicknames. That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Sharing intimate thoughts or feelings with someone other than your partner. I want to get to that because that's an interesting one. I hate this one. Liking or commenting on someone's social media. I'm not doing that. Comparing your partner unfavorably to someone else.
Trash.
That's trash. Developing romantic feelings for someone else, not making it clear you're in a relationship with someone, joining a dating site, leaving your wedding ring at home, keeping a dating profile to see if you get matched with someone else, or giving your phone number to someone you find attractive.
Can I add one?
Please add one.
Sending someone photos of yourself.
Oh, like selfie.
Interesting.
Oh,
I don't find that as microcheating.
You know why I know that one's a good one?
Why? Even if it's a selfie.
Yes.
At my desk. Just got to the movie. Oh, I just got to work with Mandii.
If I see a selfie that you took.
We're at our dinner now. I'm going to go to the movies. Look at my popcorn.
What is the intent behind the picture, though?
To show them that you look cute that moment.
Well, no. What if it is just, this is where I'm at? Like,
who does that?
No,
I'm at a theme park. And
I've been friends with these two for how long? I ain't never sent a nigga a selfie.
Wolf, have we sent pictures to each other before?
Yeah, Wolf, have you guys sent pictures to each other before?
Calm down. I'm like trying to think. I feel like we had, that's why.
Recently with the fucking, the vlog camera shit.
But that doesn't count.
No, we were sending.
No, that doesn't count.
No, that doesn't count.
That's more technical.
Did he ever send you a selfie?
And I invited you. Did I not? Did I send you any pictures from the Larry June event?
Wolf is not a selfie person.
Right, we're friends, and I'm like.
Yeah, you did.
I feel like I've sent him. We're not. That wouldn't be considered cheating. But that's what I'm saying. Who identifies what's purposeful?
Well, let's go back to the microcheating aspect, right? Because I don't know what y'all the status are or whatever.
I like Wolf.
Whatever,
like
right?
That.
But my point is that, like, let's say if you had a partner, or if he had a partner, I'm pretty sure his partner wouldn't have liked.
Could I ask you?
Wait, her sending a Larry June thing? He loves Larry June.
Oh, I'm saying like a selfie.
No, even a selfie.
So a selfie, I agree.
So then let me ask both of you guys that. Because y'all have both been in long-term relationships.
Yeah.
Would it be a problem if one of your homegirls were sending you selfies?
Why would a woman ever send me a selfie?
Interesting. Y'all are really.
No, I don't care.
Intimate?
My friends always send me a selfie. Like, it's not a big deal.
No, that's weird to me.
Yeah.
I completely agree, Wolf. And I'm someone that's in an ethically non-monogamous relationship.
But they know I'm like bestie. Like,
if it's not someone that it's a sexual relationship with, if he claimed to have a platonic friend,
that's weird.
and she was like, I'm in the gym now, or I'm doing this, or like, what?
Interesting.
That's weird.
Unless that
I don't know if I agree with that.
What's the point?
Exactly. But see, I'm also someone that's not going through someone's. I don't think I would ever know it's even.
This doesn't have to do. We're not talking about going through phone.
No, but I'm saying but even if I saw like we're together and I look over and it's a selfie, I don't think I would have a problem with a girl sending.
I would be like, why are you sending that bitch?
Why are you sending a selfie with my girl?
No. So a selfie, if it's like a group thing. Now, if it's in lingerie, if she's like, if it's sexual in nature.
No, it's the update. And here's why.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Men and women having platonic friendships, we need a lot of boundaries, in my opinion, to keep it as a platonic friendship. For one, when any of my homeboys, even Alex, I always remember when we hired Alex, Black Panther came out that week. And we went to the movies and he said, is this a date? And I said, no. And he was like, okay, I'm just making sure.
Cool.
That was years ago, right? There is always this question of like, what is this between platonic friends in the beginning? I believe that every time.
To be fair, Ish is one of my friends that I talk to almost every day. And I'm looking through our text messages. He only has one selfie of me and it's from our, like on tour. One of my tour outfits.
See, I don't be sending selfies like that.
Yeah, it's
and then I sent him me at the game. You're right. There's no selfie. Even you're right.
A
no,
selfie is
that's
different.
different. I said shit like that.
Is that okay?
But that's. I feel like that's fine.
Like, I'm at the club.
Yeah, I sent him like a shot of me at the Cowboys game last Thanksgiving.
Now, if it's of you,
interesting.
because you trying to make me look at you.
I will say microcheating for me for sure would be a secret friendship or like if you're keeping someone a secret, to me that's absolutely microcheating because there's some sort of intent for that to be something more than just a friend.
Right there.
That's hella microcheating.
That's microcheating.
Like you keeping someone a secret or I don't know this person is your friend, but you talk to them a lot. Yeah, that's super microcheating.
Yeah, to me the intention of keeping the relationship, what is that? And when that isn't necessarily something that feels platonic, right? Like the friendship isn't really... I think new friendships are something that should be discussed in this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you have established friends before you date someone, that's kind of different because we can't come for those people, right? But what I do know is with new friendships, it's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like, all right, well, why are you feeling the need? How did you platonically just meet this new woman in your life? What is their purpose, right? Like I literally said to my nigga the other day when we were joking about, male and female friendships, and he was like, fuck, because you're almost going to always make a new friend because you're in an industry where you're making this networking connection. But also, even when you do that, there's got to be something serving from it. We were in LA at a party. Dude came up to me. First few words. Yo, I work for Afrotech. I want to bring you back out. Like, I've been trying to link you. I don't know if you check your DMs. Can I get your number? I was like, I'll give you my email. And he was like,
oh, wow.
Okay, cool. And we talked about that in the car.
Okay.
And he was like, yo, like, if it's work, I'm cool. But if that nigga was DMing you for something else, I wouldn't be cool. But like rolling up on you when you're with your man, like I know how you felt. And if it really was work, I'm good. But for me, I wasn't. Like,
I thought it was for your own sanity.
I'm just like, why? Like, no, also like you're coming up to me. I'm on a like you would have found my email if you really wanted to book me. I've had mad people book me for things, TV shows, any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? We got booked for mad magazine shoots from an email.
Yeah.
So you couldn't find that? So I just find that like when you make new connections with a partner, like it really does have to be a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't see how people need to connect otherwise.
How do you think...
You met someone cool at the club? No, you didn't.
So before we started potting, you said you'd rather you knew he put his whole dick in than microcheat.
Yeah.
You would be more upset with the microcheating than him going all the way, and why?
I think sex can be emotionless for men. And I think when men put time into things, they really care about it. I know that from men talking to me myself as a grown-ass woman. I know when men are interested in me because they're spending their time building connections, sending a selfie of them, talking about a bunch of nothing. I think when someone just fucks you, it's pretty much over with. So.
You agree with that, guys?
I've definitely had like meaningless sex, more all just physical.
Right.
So I can, absolutely agree with that. But I let it be known. Like I make sure I'm not playing with someone's like feelings for a situation like that to happen. Because that's the last thing I need. Yeah. But then feelings get caught. It happens.
Yeah, I don't know if I have really... I'm not a micro... I mean, I communicate though. Like, and I'm very clear with the guys that I don't want.
What about the thing about, sorry to interrupt you, when you read something you read about sharing intimate thoughts and feelings?
Oh, yes. And I disagree with that. So
that's really microcheating to me.
I don't think that's microcheating. And
well, what's the context of the comment?
But here's why, right? Like when you're with a partner, and I think I bring this back to the fact that your partner is not going to be your all. And when I say your all, that person is not going to be able to do exactly everything you want in bed, be the soundboard that you need in business, in friendship, in family matters, in physical health, in mental health. And so to me, say I'm dating someone who might be in the gym and is really good at business, but in terms of his mental or his awareness in terms of mental health, I may not feel if it's absent. And I find that one of my other male friends, or even women friends, because I'm bisexual, and I've had my ex be jealous of a relationship I've had with a homegirl before.
Did you fuck the homegirl?
Yeah.
Well, I mean it's a little fair.
Yeah.
That is fair.
I mean, but I get that. But outside of sex, especially because sex isn't the big thing, if I'm leaning into that person because maybe you don't have the capacity to be that person, it shouldn't be considered micro-cheating because we can't expect our partner to be fully everything that we need them to be.
I'll tell you what. Let me give you an example.
Yes.
So something my ex said once about a male friend in my life. Safe spaces. He basically felt like another man in my life was more of a safe space than he was. And I had something very traumatic happen and I did not call him first.
Okay.
I completely, and a lot of shit I agree with that fuck nigga. But that, he was right. Like you had all this family shit happen and you called this nigga first?
But you know what I compare it to? And I know I joked about it by calling him my poly partner, but like Asante. And I've talked about this. My ex was very jealous because he was a man and I had a very emotional relationship. Like
Emotionally
I can emotionally platonic, but it still felt like some level of cheating.
So let's be real here though.
Yes.
Vinny and I have had that same thing, right? We're almost 13 years into friendship, tattooed on each other. But the one thing that saves this whole thing is Vinny and I don't, like,
yeah, me and Asante don't have sex, right?
There's the safety right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, your ex feels way better about your relationship with Asante because he knows y'all don't want to fuck each other. Now, I can't speak for your relationship with Ish, who I think is a straight dude, but I don't know how great it would be if you had this strong, emotional, deep friendship and connection where you're running to Ish instead of your nigga. I bet you he would have felt way more weird if it was that than Asante. Not saying your ex isn't a weird ass nigga for being jealous of Asante, but a straight man being your confidant over a gay dude is a hard one.
Well, then I will tell you now,
straight guys get safe with their girls' gay friends.
Any relationship now, to be fair, because I would never be in a relationship with a podcaster, I will absolutely call Ish or even Ed, and me and you talk quite a bit. My partner, I will not vent to or go to for advice on this industry.
That doesn't count though. That's not intimate thoughts and feelings. That's work, bro.
But to me, so let's be very clear. If something happened in a workplace, let's take this to corporate America. If something was happening at work and you chose to call a male friend instead of venting to your partner could still feel a way that you didn't come to him to tell him about work.
What would you say is more of an intimate thought than if that's
okay, so for example, coming to Eden when you have a podcast issue makes sense. Industry experience.
Ish too.
Why am I calling my nigga for a podcast? Actually, I would even argue that I do the same thing. If something goes on with podcast shit, hell yeah, I'm gonna call Alex first, you know? But so an intimate thought or feeling.
Yeah, what's an intimate thought or feeling?
I would say something that brings you emotional sadness that probably has to do with family, something that's wearing on your mental health, like maybe it's finances and you're feeling sad, self-image, anything that could be something that's super personal that you don't want the public to know. And the public, to me, outside of this relationship, are platonic friends. We're going to hold our deep and intimate shit. But also, I'm a writer in a different way in a relationship. Like the way that I have loyalty to someone's secrets when we're in that place is very different. And maybe just the length in which my family shit goes is a little bit deeper than most people my age. So
I think micro cheating is exactly what it even references. It's such a great area that I think creates chaos where chaos doesn't need to be made. And I think it puts expectations on your partner that are unrealistic.
I actually think micro cheating is the lead on to red flags.
Oh, I don't think so.
I can see that.
I think if I've got a nigga who's fucking
depending on the sense of micro cheating.
Right. Depending on the sense.
Secretly messaging someone.
Secretly messaging someone, you being on a dating app. Half of those things, I get it. That's leading. That means you have one step out of the relationship.
Creating a dating profile.
But me having these emotional conversations with someone else or hanging out with someone else, because it does mention physical, and that's what our context was about, physical. Planning to be around someone platonically because I just enjoy your energy.
I think
doesn't mean that I have a desire. It also doesn't mean
they didn't use the word platonic actually in this, so that's actually I think the difference.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean just because
are you hanging without your friend or are you hanging with another man?
Having an emotional connection to someone or even liking to be around them does not mean at all I want to be with you or I want to fuck you.
True.
Just because I enjoy you as a person does not mean and I would allow my partner to enjoy many other people as a partner, as a person, men, women, family members. That's what I talk about when I say like we create these unrealistic like boundaries or dynamics with romantic partnerships that we don't create with all of the other relationships we have.
But you know what? I guess that's what you need, right? So for example, you and I had discussed on another episode about how we think liking pictures isn't a big deal.
Right.
whatever boundary people have in their relationships is theirs. And for me, I can already tell from this conversation if someone else is more of a confidant to you than I am, besides a brother or family member, or yeah, I'm not good with that. Another woman being your confidant and shoulder to lean on is not okay with me.
Okay.
I need to be the person that we keep this in-house with. And I do think I need a hierarchy for that in my life and in my future committed relationships.
I love that. I would say this then can be something that maybe you should talk to with your partners, because I am on the opposite side. I don't want to be somebody's everything and take that on. And I don't mind someone leaning into someone else, man or woman.
I'm really surprised that you would be okay with, in a committed relationship, a homegirl that they are that deeply. I would say that right now in my life, my closest friend that's a man was engaged, and then they're no longer engaged. And we've shared a lot of discussion about that. But to me, that's more problem solving with each other.
You just saw a clip from the Horrible Decisions podcast. To check out more full episodes and the rest of our content, check the links down below.